Nostalgic music from our childhood. This was right before I didn't save the princess. Nostalgia is everywhere these days. Just a few minutes ago, we talked about a resurgence of classic toys from our childhood, Nintendo, the Easy Bake Oven.
And we're seeing it in entertainment too, movie remakes like, I don't know this, Transformers, the Ghostbusters, reboots of classic TV shows. Netflix is doing Fuller House, and then of course the Gilmore Girls. But what is it about nostalgia and targeting what our younger selves loved that just works? It just gets you here and here. What's the science behind it?
Casey Stevens is a therapist, and she has been very agreeable in joining us this morning to talk about this crazy topic. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So
Happy to be here.
We just listed a bunch of stuff that people just kind of light up when they think about it. What is it about reboots and remakes and things like that?
I think it's more symbolic of what it represents and the feelings that they ignite within us that make us feel connected, really, and the what they represent, really. They connect us to these feelings that they spark, and it's different for each one of us.
So it feels like nostalgia's really become a thing. I mean, it's always been around, but like everybody's tapping into it, whether it's movies or toys or whatever. Why has it just kind of exploded everywhere? Is there money to be made here? Why is nostalgia such a thing right now?
Yeah, certainly money to be made. Yeah, I am sure that there is, but I think it is people are wanting to reconnect in a more special way, and I think that's an important thing. And I think it represents a disconnection that we have had with our hearts in a lot of ways, and so we're wanting to reconnect in a more meaningful way.
It's interesting because a lot of what I read about nostalgia is about, it takes you back to your childhood or your teenage years or when you're in your 20s. Is that still true for those of us who have had tough childhoods or maybe went through a tough period? Why do we want to harken back to those times if maybe it wasn't so positive?
Yeah, I think yes, it's definitely true. It can be true for anyone. And for the people who have had tough childhoods, I think it's almost easier to find those moments because there are fewer moments for those people to find. So it's almost like those are the diamonds in the rough for them, and they're more meaningful when they can find them. So those moments sparkle rather than having a treasure chest for people who haven't had those, haven't had difficult moments. Those nostalgic moments that have been so special, they just sparkle, and people want to go back to those moments and just find them.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a downside to nostalgia, though, or maybe too much nostalgia? Should we be making new memories or sort of experiencing new things?
Research shows that people have deep moments of nostalgia, usually 1 to 4 times per week, and so checking in and noticing there's usually a combination when nostalgia happens of happy, and there can be a combination of happy and sad, wistfulness that happens within this in nostalgia when it's going on for you. But paying attention, is there too much grief that's going on? Are you deep in that grief when that's going on for you? Is that what's happening? Or are you having a combination that you usually, when you leave that period of nostalgia, are you really leaving with a sense of happiness? Are you leaving with a sense of a memory that you're connecting to, that's making me feel a particular emotion that I needed to dip back into this period in time that's leaving me with a particular feeling that's special that I needed for healing. And that's why I'm remembering this particular, our subconscious mind takes us back to particular memories because we need to have those memories to almost heal. And for some reason, our body, mind, spirit knows that we needed to remember that particular time.
Is that something that makes Christmas music so popular? Because every year people start listening to it earlier and earlier. Yeah. And I can say for myself, if I turn on the local station that does it warm and they're playing all this Christmas music, even if I'm having a terrible day, I find myself feeling a little bit better. Is there a connection there?
Absolutely. So music is one of the most powerful, whether it's Christmas music or any kind of music, so throughout the year, that it is one of the most powerful tools to invoke our subconscious mind and our nostalgia. So they use this in research and in science to invoke our nostalgia. So yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely. Yeah.
Therapist Casey Stevens, thank you very much for being here with us this morning and talking
You're
about
welcome.
nostalgia,
Yeah,
helping us
you're
remember the good times and
Yeah.
understanding what our
Happier
brain is
already.
doing, right? Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks.
Awesome. Still ahead.